Nice to see you again, Ludo. How you doing today?
I'm fine, nice to see you too. It's been a while now.
Yeah, it's been a long time. You played the gig here last night in Sweden at the Future Sound of Sweden. You had some trouble with your travel. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 flights and 1 connection in Amsterdam, and my first flight was delayed like almost like 30 minutes, and I just have literally really small time to catch my other plane. So I succeeded to make it because the other plane was delayed too. So all the plane was delayed. So I just land, someone picked me at the car, and just arrive at the club and jump on stage and play. I literally have no time to say hello to everybody like I usually do. It was funny. It was funny though.
Yeah, because you texted me and you just entered the club. You had 5 minutes before Matt was finished, and then you just went on straight after Matt, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was very crazy because I didn't realize in the car at the time it was, and yeah, when I watched, it was like, okay, maybe the driver told me maybe we'll be on time for your show, and I just looked and say, oh wow, it's 5 minutes left and we will play it. It was funny, yeah, it was funny. Stressful but funny.
How did your set go? Because I loved your set. You hit some classics and you played a really good set.
Thank you very much. Well, but it was different of what I usually play. I mean, it's probably one of my widest set I ever played. Yeah, I mean, I play side trance, I play techno, I play classic, I play uplifting trance. Yeah, it was a new experience for me to try this kind of. But don't worry, I'm not quitting trance right now.
So, congratulations on the new album. Is it completely finished right now?
Yes, finally it's completely finished. I don't know how many interviews we had before talking about this album. 4 years, it's too long. But finally it's here. We are just in the mastering process right now. It will be released around July. And I have the new single coming out. Just had great success with Rescue Me. And the new single is coming now with amazing French singer called Poppy. And it's called The Way Back Home, and I can't wait to play it live, and because we have different remixes, and you will see. I think it's a good track.
The Way Back Home has a very beautiful and a very catchy, special melody.
Yeah, I think it's a very happy melody, and I think Poppy succeed to combine like melancholic lyrics and her melody she creates on this track, and during the break brings very emotional part, and at the end a very happy part. She made a really great job because she never sing into a trance track. She's coming from more the pop or rock scene, and it was a brand new experience for her. And it was beyond my expectation, to be honest. And we did another track for the album together, which is just amazing.
How did you get in touch with her?
It's thanks to common friends called Ludovic too, who wrote a track with me on the album too. We another vocal track we did with Sarah Shield, and she's I mean, Poppy is a friend of Ludovic, and he introduced me, and we tried something, and the first shoot was not I was not very satisfied, and I think I was very hard, especially with her, because I think she has a really great voice, and she has a lot of and she knows the music. So that's why I think she has a lot more potential than on the first record they did for me, and I push her to have this result, and this result was just amazing. I can't wait to work again with her, to be honest.
When you listen to the album itself right now, what kind of feelings do you get when you listen through the album?
Well, I'm very proud and happy about it, but on the same time, it's like the end of. It will sound weird for you, but it's the end of a nightmare, kind of nightmare, because my first album, Carnival, was done in 2 months, and the Cape Town's one was done in 1 month. So I didn't expect to do it in 2 or 3 months, but at least I didn't expect to make it in 4 years. So and I had a lot of things to do on it. A lot of things changed. I mean, the trance sound changed during all this time, so I have to adapt myself to the new sound. And I'm not fan of the what people call the trance 2.0 or EDM sound. I mean, that's not me. I mean, I don't criticize this style. Some people like it. It's not my thing, but I didn't want to jump into this to please people. I want to do what I always did in the past. I mean, trance, uplifting trance, and maybe try something different, but still close to trance, but not like a radical turn on my sound. So yeah, it took me too much time, but now it's done, and yeah, I can't wait to show you.
Now, as some of you know, me and Ludo are pretty good friends. So I've been hearing some of the tracks during the process while you've been working on them, but sometimes you take them back and you rework them. I was in Strasbourg when you added, I was in the studio with you when you added a piano piece to Memory of Me. And then when I landed back home in Sweden, you sent me another version that you remade, and you made it even better.
That's my problem. I mean, yeah, that's my problem. I mean, all the guys that work around me, you including, you know that I rework the track too much. I think I have like 20 or 25 different mixes of Memory of Me. Thanks God I have like only 15 on Rescue Me. But yeah, I think with all the version I have on all the tracks right now, I could release like album remixes part 2, album remixes just by myself, because I have so many different versions. Yeah. Because I'm never happy about what I'm doing. I have my own ideas in my head, and I can't reach the sound I have in my head, and I'm very frustrated sometimes. So I always rework, and but now I had to say stop. I mean, it sounds like this, and it will stay like this. I don't say I will not make some reworks for my own personal taste, but for you guys, it will sound like this now.
What was the feeling when you sent in when you sent in all the final tracks, and when you knew that it's impossible for you to change anything on the album?
Well, I think like on the other side was like I stopped being in jail because it's like I was prisoner of myself, I would say. So at a point I say now I have to stop and rework, and the album sounds good like this. I sent to all of my friends, you included. You told me it's okay. Don't.
No, I didn't tell you it's okay. I said it was perfect.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. And so after this, I decided to say, okay, stop. I will let like this, and see how it will evolve. I mean, I let some times before I started to re-listen to it again, and now I'm happy with the result. So I will not rework it. It's like this, and it's okay.
What's your proudest track on the album?
The Withered, and another track that I can't reveal the name yet, and because it's really a different track. Actually, I have 3 tracks. I have the one track with Poppy, the Withered track, and another track, because it's not trance, it's not EDM or whatever. Don't be worried, but it's not. I mean, it's totally different. It's a totally different approach on the music. That's why I love it so much, and I succeed to reach a sound I didn't expect, or to not reach a sound but write a track I didn't expect I could be able to do such a track like this.
Without mentioning any names or anything of the album, the intro and the outro of the album are extremely strong tracks, atmosphere wise, and just they're really strong tracks.
Yeah, I wanted to make like my album like a full story. I mean, the album is called The Wither, so I thought it could be interesting to tell a story like I did and do during my set, like trying to tell a story. But this is more difficult because you have to create your own things, so you have your own ideas, and an idea brings another idea, which is interesting. And I think for me a good intro track on the album, it's a good way to start a good story. I mean, it's like chapter 1, and the chapter 1 is very important because it's the chapter that will catch you for the rest of the album, and that's how I wanted to build the flow in the album. That's why I really composed and wrote this kind of track. And yeah, it's a great achievement for me. I mean, it will probably open new doors in the future for me.
When was the last time you listened to to your last album, Vol de Nuit?
It's been a while now. I think.
How do you see the evolution? Because 4 years is a long time. You've traveled, you met a lot of new people, and you've gained a lot of experience as well. How do you see the evolution of 4 years between the albums?
Well, there are a lot of evolution. I mean, the trance sound itself evolved during the time when Carnet was released in 2009. So 5 years later, the trance definitely changed. And besides this, as you said, I met people who helped me a lot in my production skills. Because it's not because I was behind Cape Town during 3 years and that I succeed to release some great track according to people that I don't have to learn more. And I was stuck on my technical things. I mean, it was not. I needed at a point some help to let me evolve on my sound. And thanks to Darren Porter, thanks to Airwave at the time, thanks to Fadi from Marienfila recently, it helped me to go out and reach new level in my way of producing. Doesn't mean they ghost produce for me. It's not the case. It's just they helped me, gave me some tips of producing, and it really helps me a lot. So now, yeah, I mean, Carnival was I just bring the ideas, mixing the ideas. We don't taking care of all the techniques like compressor, like EQ, like all this stuff. I think I didn't do this very well on Carnival. It's just like a big messy mix on all my ideas. So now 4 years later, I take care more of the technical part, and of course it brings more bright sound, and my ideas are more clear right now.
Now, I know you also have a full-time job. You have a full-time job besides music and besides DJing as well. How hard is it to combine the three when we talk about working, DJing, and producing?
Well, it's going to be more tough right now because I have I have more and more gigs, and I have to spend more time in the studio. I mean, during the album process, especially because I was in late on it, I had to work a lot on it. So basically, I was during 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. My regular day job, and then I came back home, just eat little things, and I was locked in the studio till 2 or 3 a.m. and I woke up around 7 a.m. So it's few sleep every time, sometimes very rough. That's why I was probably more sick than I used to be, and but it's really hard to combine. I'm happy to have a really fair boss right now that let me travel as I want, I would say. But no, it was not so easy sometimes. I mean, mixing music, gigs, regular day job, and family, because family is very important too. And I think I put in my family and friends in the back too much these last months because of all these things I have to combine. So now I think with the album done and the different other tracks done, I will brief and take care more of people I put in background.
How do you think a full-time job helps you? Does it help you to keep your feet on the ground? Let's say you only work with music. How do you think a full-time job completes the whole producing process as well?
Well, depends of the people. I know I try to experience to be a musician and at a full-time and full-time producer. But I can't sit in a studio and say, today I have to work on a track, because at the end of the month I have to pay bills. Having a regular day job for me, it's kind of secure myself on the income at the end of the month. So on the other side, it's a good thing because I'm not linked to this music process for earning my money. Means I'm free to do what I want. I don't blame the DJs or producer who literally change their style recently, because all the style changes and the music changed too. So and don't forget that people have, DJ, producer, they don't earn millions except the big one, but usually they don't earn millions, so they have to pay bills at the end of the month. So they have to produce what sells, what people will buy. So I can understand why they change their style. And having a regular day job for me, it's a things that, let me free to do what I want to do. And on the other side, even if I'm complaining when I have to wake up very earlier, because I'm not an earlier guy in the morning, but I need to have some colleagues around me. I need to speak with people. So, and it's cool to have Facebook. It's cool to have Skype. But the best meetings are always when it's live, when it's real. So I need that, and it really helps me to stay on earth and to have my feet on the ground. Even if sometimes, even by having a regular day job, it's not easy to stay on the ground, because for some people, you're like a super god, or super DJ, or super producer. We're just normal people.
Now, I don't know, I guess you know this, because there were a lot of rumors in the beginning of your career that you were like the arrogant French DJ who just came to the party, played, and then just left, right? You didn't talk to anyone, or you just left. Do you remember this?
Yeah, that's true. That's had a lot of. I think some points I still have right now. First of all, when I started, I was not comfortable with English. I still have my French accent, but I was definitely not comfortable by speaking English. So I was, and it will maybe sounds weird for a lot of people, but I'm a very, very shy guy. So I'm not going easily to people, not because I'm arrogant, because it's just because I'm shy. I feel more comfortable in English right now, so it's more easy for me to talk to people. But when I started, I was definitely not, I didn't have the same level of English like I have today. So it was hard for me to go to people, because I didn't know what I have to talk about. I was not, I would say, known as today. So it was hard to come and say, hello, I'm Ferry Tayle, and blah, 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 blah. So, and besides it, it's more like a personal thing. I hate to come a lot of times before the party, because it's not that I don't want to meet people. I like to meet people a lot, and that's what makes our job very exciting. But it's more, I'm very, very frustrating, because when I come to a club, I want to play. So sitting or staying like 2 or 3 hours before I'm playing, I'm starting to be crazy. I always watch my clock and say, still 1 hour to wait. And so it's cool when I meet people. I'm talking right now, because I know that when I'm talking, the time goes fast. And after I finish to play, it's because usually I play almost at the end of the party. And as we said, I have I have a day job. So when I come back on Monday, I have to be fresh at least. So I'm not like and I try to have a healthy life besides.
Because you don't drink, or do you drink?
Just a few, maybe 1 or 2 glasses. But sorry, I was never drunk in my life.
No, not even on real French champagne.
Not even on a real French champagne. So no, I try to have a healthy life. So I don't go to after party, because when I have to catch my plane, I'm happy if I can just like sleep for 2 or 3 hours, but not sleep at all. It's very hard. and I'm not trained for that. So so no, that's why I'm not staying so much at the party. I mean, sometimes I do. It's not a problem. But usually, if I don't stay, it's not because I'm arrogant or because I don't want to stay with people. It's just because I have to keep my, I would say, my healthy life, and be back on Monday and be fresh to do a lot of things. Because when I come back home, usually I have still a lot of things to do, and I don't want to be totally smashed, you know.
I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if I told you this before, but I met you the first time in 2010 when you were booked for the future stage at Trance Energy. As soon as you were booked for Trance Energy, I got my flights, my first trip down to Holland, because I'd seen all the other names before. They played all over Sweden, but I hadn't seen you before. So I wanted to go and see you because at that point, it was a time when a lot of people were changing their sounds as well. You were one of the strongest people, in my opinion, who kept towards the trance sound at that point. That's why I wanted to go and see you, especially at an event like a State of Trance. Oh, sorry, as Trance Energy. Sorry. How hard has it been? Because you're still flying the flag for like real trance right now.
First, thank you for I still have the picture of you. You gave me for my birthday, and still in the studio, and I will keep this forever. Well, I think it's because I always hope to reach some kind of sounds and produce this kind of music. So till I'm not happy and till I didn't reach the goal I want to do, I will stay on producing this kind of trance. And most of all, it's what I love. I mean, I love trance. I love the feeling that it brings. It's only in trance you can have so many, I would say, true people who are here for the music and not here especially to party and party hard. They do too, but it's because of the music mainly, and it's a good thing. And this is what I love. I mean, I love the uplifting sound. I love all the things about melodies, and I really love to write melodies. I could spend a lot of time writing melodies. That's why I would not change my sound. And if people want to, I mean, I'm not against to experience different things, but it doesn't mean I will stay on it and produce only this. If I want to change my style, I would just take a new project and make it on this project. But my main style will always stay trance.